Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for another draft here on Arena. We're drafting Lord of the Rings, and this set is surprisingly diverse if you look for it and you're willing to go with it. So let's jump in and see what we can build today. All right. Boromir's decent. I mean, it's a 3-mana, 3/3 with Vigilance, and it can save your whole army of creatures. It's probably best in red-white, so I might lean towards that. But yet again, I have not really done a human deck yet in the set, and I would like to, and it would fit that bill. Last time we had to switch into Jund, not humans, so maybe this is the draft where we're going to get to do the human deck. Berserker in the pack's good too, Shadow Summoning's good, but I'm just going to take Boromir and try and see where we can go with humans. I doubt any of this black will come around. Perfect for a human deck. We have Fearfire Foes. Wow, the red in this pack is outrageous. We have Rally, Club, Smite, Leaper. Fearfire Foes is just better though. And Boromir could definitely be happy if any of those red cards wheel. More good options here. Good signs for red. Black's looking pretty close. Bilbo is pretty good. Book is great. And then Merry. If we do a human deck, it's not a human, but I mean, it certainly fits the whole haste aggro human style. Never played with the card. I don't think it's particularly great. I think I want to take Book over it, but if Merry wheels, I would definitely play it. Okay, we're going to have to think of some other options. There's a Pathfinder here, and knowing how much I like playing 3 colors, Pathfinder is just a safe early pick. I don't think any of those other cards really matter. Gimli. It's a pretty good follow-up to Pathfinder. We could take a Guardian as well. It's a nice aggressive stat line at 4/2. Gimli's also just a nice aggressive card. So I'm going to take Gimli. I have not played Gimli yet. I don't think it's bad. I think it's interesting. If we play a lot of rallies, Gimli is certainly better, because more creatures can die at that point. But we've got a nice aggressive start. I'd like to get some aggressive 2-drops. But yeah, I like how this looks. Boromir kind of looks out of place because we haven't seen good white in any of these packs. That's a little bit troubling. Again, no good white. I think white's being taken, so we'll consider that. I think Coral's End's good. This one's not so good. Many Partings is probably just the take to be safe. Now's our chance to take something bigger. I don't think I'm going to take the Shepherd, but I would take the Horn. It's a decent 5-drop that tempts on ETB. It's that or the Porter. Porter comes down 1 turn earlier. Horn comes down and actually tempts. So I think I'm going to take the Horn over the Porter. But you could take either one of those since we're going for an aggressive build. Swarming of Moria is pretty great, as it ramps, fixes, gives you a creature. It's a really nice 3-drop. I think I will take the Porter here now. Club coming around is great. This is the pack that had all the good red. Yeah. We have a really good red-green start, actually. If we just cut Boromir, it's pretty ideal for red-green. We don't have a lot of 2-drops, so I'm just going to take the Lookout here. It's a 1/3. It's not an aggressive card necessarily, but if we don't get enough 2-drops, it's good filler. Spearmaster is definitely playable as a 3-drop if you're in an aggressive deck. It gives your 2-drops a little bit more power to push early on the turn it comes down. I think it's very playable. Boromir is looking more like a cut though. Great, the dwarf came around. Yeah, we just have really good red-green beatdown. Scarecrow doesn't go in a beatdown deck. Ooh. Well, there's some black cards here. Claim the Precious and Troll, but black was so closed I don't think it's a good bet. We should take a red card, or we could take Elrond. We don't have any scry except for the Lookout, but Lookouts and scry are not hard to pick up. They're not very picked highly, so let's take Elrond and hedge our bet towards maybe a scry aggressive deck. I haven't actually played the scry deck yet in this format, so it's a little bit different. I don't think it's a very good deck, but if you can get all the cards, it can be good. Let's take a 2-drop here. It's really between the Goblin or the Lookout. We took Elrond, so I do want that Lookout, the 1/3. It's the best enabler, but I still want to lean into the aggressive aggro style, and I think the Goblin just is the best aggressive 2-drop. I think we can wheel the Lookout. Let's take the Goblin and wheel the Lookout. Hopefully we get 2 nice 2-drops from that pack. There's a Rally here, another Goblin, or a Blade. I think I like Rally number 1 over Goblin number 2, but it's very close. Goblin pushes more damage, I think, overall because it attacks in easier, but the Rally is just so strong with the haste. Interesting pack. If I want to push more damage and we have a lot of small creatures, which it looks like we're going to have, I think the Gift of Strands is one of the best ways to push extra damage. Ent's Fury is okay, but we don't have large creatures to really utilize that really well, so prefer taking the combat trick that can kind of be pseudo removal and help us push more damage. There was another Lookout in that pack as well that maybe might wheel, so I'm pretty sure we can get a few Lookouts. Swarming of Moria is fine. It's fixing and a creature, or we could just take the fixing since we have so many playables already. Grishnok this late is a really nice pickup. It's a very good card that shouldn't be going pick 6. I don't know if I'll play any of these. We could just rare draft the tail for my collection. Actually, on second thought, there is a small chance I play the Willowwind. It can be very strong with Elrond. I don't know if I'm going to play that, but there's really nothing else here I would play. So, let's just put it in. Again, I don't think I'm going to really play any of these. So, Mushroom Watchdogs as a backup 2-drop in case we need more 2-drops to be aggressive. Lookout wheeled, which is great. Nothing here. We can just take the Basin. They're decent with the Lookouts, but it's still not great. Fury and Lookout. I think I'm just going to take another Lookout and really lean into the Scry. Now that we have 3 Lookouts, I wouldn't mind pivoting into the Scry deck and making less red. And ooh, look at this open. The Planeteer is such a good scry engine because automatically scries 2 at the end of the turn. This will really pop off with Elrond. Now I will be playing Elrond. We're not just going to play red, green anymore. We're definitely going to include blue and scry. But what a pickup. So now we need to bring together this Temur scry deck for pack 3. Another chance at Ent's Fury. I think it'll wheel maybe. I think there is some merit to Goldberry. I think the Bath Song might just be better for card advantage and draw if we're going to be playing blue. So I'm going to take the Bath Song. We already have a Rockets on our sideboard. There is a very high chance with how much red and green I've already taken that Rivalry wheels. I can't imagine anybody else in this pod being red-green. So I'm not missing out on much if I go ahead and try and take the Willow here. If we pick up enough fixing, the Willow's better than Rivalry, so I'm going to take the Willow. Take a chance. Chance Met Elves looks very strong as a 3-drop in our deck at the moment, and I think I'm going to take that, and hopefully the Lookout wheels. If we get 4 Lookouts, Chance Met Elves all of a sudden becomes an ideal 3-drop. And another Elrond. Wow. And a Lauren's revealed as well. That's crazy. Yeah. We're going to take 2 Elronds. Consistency. Now we're just... I want to lean into Scry even harder than we already are. Shower of Arrows does scry, and it removes some pesky things in the format. There's also a Guardian, stay aggressive. The Horn is also a good top end green card. There's good options here for green, but I think the Shower of Arrows just takes it by an edge with the scry on it. That's a very late Rosie. Friendly Rivalry number 2. There's one that could still wheel, but this one's pick 7. I would play 2 Friendly Rivalries. I'm going to take this one just in case the other one does not wheel. Chance Met Elves or Ent. Both are fantastic options. I do think that because Chance Met Elves comes down earlier and it's the ideal 3-drop in our deck at the moment, we're going to take the Elves over the Ent. Wow. I'll take all 5 of these green cards and then you can have the rest. We're going to take another Elves though. I am going to have to cut out some of this red in favor of more scry synergy. Take a second Rockets. Song is playable, but I don't know if we need it if I'm trying to go this aggressive. We really are still just trying to beat down with scry as well. Bag End Porter is too late. Old Man Willow is not going to happen. Boromir is probably not going to happen either. We're just straight up Temur. We're kind of red-green then splashing blue at the end at the moment. Here's a Lookout. Do I want that or Envelope? I guess I'll take Lookout 4. Guardian might be played. It's quite good. Maybe it'll play instead of the Horn and we just try and have a very low curve here. So we're doing Scry Beatdown. This is my first Scry deck I've ever made in the format, so we're all going to experience this for the first time together. I have a lot of red, and I'm not sure I need all this red. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we go base green and we cut as much red and as much blue as possible in favor for more green cards. Like we could play this Horn, and the Porter's not terrible either. The Guardian's pretty good. Our red is good too. I think Book with the Menace is quite important if we want to be this aggressive, but I'm not sure we need all these early red plays. In fact, Grishnok is medium in our deck because we don't have a lot of a mass, and yeah, it can steal a small creature, but I think the Book is better than Grishnok here, and even Rally might be better than Grishnok for what we're trying to do. This Horn is something I definitely want in my deck, but I think the Guardian coming down on turn 3 and being 4 damage can push more earlier. Maybe I don't want the Bath Song. Only leave 3 blue cards in my deck. They're good blue cards though. I could play Rally and cut the Bath Song. No, I don't want Rally. I think I want Book over Rally. As good as Rally is. We can cut down the blue. I want to run more forests. I want to maybe run more mountains. Although maybe it's just better to cut the Goblin, even though it's good to get more forests and maybe bring in another green card for consistency. We could make red and blue light splashes and pretty much almost be just green. Do we have the cards for that? We do. And that would let us get a later play as well because our curve was a little bit front end heavy. I like the Horn anchoring it. We can always run another island here just because our Elrons are so important. Yeah, I like how this looks. I mean, the red basically gives us Menace, an extra legendary, some good removal. The blue's bringing in some extra power and scry. This would be a 3-color deck that's a true 3-color deck with 1 main color and 2 lighter colors. So 15 creatures. I like this build. I like the mana base. Let's go. Temur Beamer, game 1. Alright, Snelling's Y. I've got a good hand here and I'm gonna keep it. I do like seeing a 1-drop when I have Fearfire and Foes in hand. We'll go get our island off of the mini partings here. Please just play another 1 toughness creature here. Oh boy. How greedy do I want to get with Fearfire Foes? Ooh, second Elrond. I don't know if that was a good draw. How much damage do we take till we pop it off? I bet they have a lot of 1 toughness creatures. I'm gonna take 4 here. We'll crack the food. There's another one. Oh, please do 1 more. Okay. I think we could play out elves and hold for 1 more turn. I'll block with the elves if I need to. Perfect. Alright, I mean, we target Fearfire Foes, the Spearmaster, and board wipes everything else. I don't think I need to block this 5 damage now that I know I'm going to just wipe their board. So let's do that this turn instead of Elrond, and this is pretty devastating. Yeah, I just concede. GG. This is why Fearfire Foes is a must-take if you're drafting. And if you have it, you probably want to play red and splash for it. It's just that good in this format. 1 win, no losses for our Temur Beamers. We didn't even get our scry going. It's a great start hand. 2-drop into 3-drop into Menace. As long as we can draw a red land, we can get that book online. There's Fearfire Foes. And a Willow. Okay, we'll just play out the Lookout. Hopefully they don't kill the Lookout, because that scry is going to be important here so we can dig for our mountain. Mirror match with Planeteer. We are running Shower of Arrows. You know, lose life. Yeah. Enchantment Elves is a good play this turn to help us start pushing some damage. That's not good enough. We need land. Okay. I think I'm going to lose the life again. Good, we only took 1 life there. Oh, there's our mirror match. Let's just put it out for value. We need to get lands here. If we attack with both, yeah, they can take our Lookout, but our elves get huge. I think I do want that island. I'm going to keep it on top. We're going to scry 2 again with the Planeteer here. Actually, I changed my mind. I really need to dig for a mountain. I need a mountain, so let's put both on bottom, and hopefully we draw closer to a mountain. So I'm going to take the risk and mill and bottom both, and hopefully they do not mill a mountain. Torment. We are going to have to start letting them draw extra cards. Starting next turn, I can't take the chance on a mill 3. So we're going to keep that in mind. Wonder what they're going to take here. It's kind of an awkward hand for me. Fearfire Foes. I think that's a decent take. difficult decision for me coming up here. They probably think I'm going to let them draw the card. So whatever they top, if they top one, it's a card they want. They wouldn't top it if they didn't like it, so I'm going to have it milled. And we could take a lot of damage here, but I want to take that risk. I don't want to give them the card they want at this point. 5 life wasn't too bad. It's interesting that they wanted a red mana, so they obviously have a double red spell they want to cast. We found our mountain though, so that's good. Our digging was worth it. Need to stabilize this board. The book probably is best to lead on. Let's get rid of both of these. I want to take some chances. I need to dig towards Elrond and some of our better cards if I want to come back here. Meanwhile, our Chance-Met Elves just are going to get huge off of our Planeteer, which they do not have that benefit, which is good. It's fine. I don't know if we want to risk 4 mil. This time we need to maybe not get greedy and go ahead. They did 2 top. They're just going to have to draw the card. We can double spell this turn, which is pretty good. Putting out a Lookout and Gimli is not bad in this situation to improve our board state. It's like they have removal here. Probably club or something. These elves is out of range. Yeah, it's club. Okay. No, no attacks. We're gonna sit tight and we're gonna have a really good menace turn next turn. I think I will take another Chance-Met Elves. They probably won't have me mill, and if they do, it's 3 damage. There we go. I do think we have more synergy than they do with our Planeteer, so that's the only good news. And we have a Shower of Arrows somewhere, so at some point we can turn off their card advantage and we'll be the only one left with it. Yep. We have to let them draw whatever they get. Good news is they bottom both. There is the blue land. That is very, very nice. I'm going to do the Willow. We do not need the land for sure. I think I'm going to keep the creature. At this point in the game, I just need a good board state is more important. They can kill our Chance-Met Elves here, but it's gonna cost them dearly. On second thought, I don't want to 1/3 here. I'm gonna figure out a better card to find, like Elrond. We'll get another scry. Oh. I'm completely okay with that. If they want to have one big creature, that's easier for me to manage. And they just took 9 damage to face there. That was crazy. Especially since I now have a 3 damage flyer on the board. I don't think I want either of these. Maybe 3/2's worth it with the scry and the force block, and we can double spell with it. But nah, let's try and find Elrond. We have 2 Elronds in the deck, and we have not seen it yet. We can dig to an Elrond. Miss. I want to dig to my Elrond here so badly. What are the chances he's up next? I think I should take 9 here. I'm gonna go down to 5. I don't really care. I'm still out of club range. Crebane's fine. Little annoying, but double Crerbane is extremely annoying. Yikes. At least they only made 1 4/4. And we can double cast next turn. This is quite the game. Land is not Elrond. I think we just add to the board. I don't even know if we can attack. I guess we can attack with our Willow-Wind and our Elves. Because they can only hit us for 2 next turn. Maybe we can hold back the Willow-Wind. I'm just going to attack with my Elves. I can chump block with my Lookout. Their Uglook. I gotta get their flyers off the board. It's a pretty good board state. There's Elrond, and there's Shower of Arrows. Actually, we want both, don't we? Yeah, I actually want Shower of Arrows maybe more than Elrond. I'm gonna keep both. So we can play out Elrond and then Shower of Arrows their Crerbane and swing in with lethal with the Willow-Wind next turn, assuming all goes well. Because Elrond on the scry of the Shower of Arrows will let me put a 1/1 counter on our Willow-Wind. But they could have interaction, so let's just wait and see what they do. But that's the play we're going to make. That's the line we're going to take. Elrond, then Shower of Arrows. And see if we can win. They have removal or blow it up. We still have quite a good board state. I'm not too worried even at 5 life. I feel pretty safe. I'll trade my Elves for their Orc here. If they try and offer. And I'll chump Ugluck too. Yeah. There are so many ways to make an Orc have 1 or 2 more power in a turn. Wow, they discarded their enchantment, the Smog one. There's so many ways to make an Orc bigger in this format that you can't risk it with 5 life, letting a 4/4 army token swing in. Okay, they are tapped out, so our plan cannot be ruined. So let's just do it. I knew the Shower of Arrows scry would be important. Get that. Good game. Our scry deck's pretty good. That was not a bad deck being played by the opponent, by any means, so. Our Temur scry is doing it. It's not as bad as everybody says it is. 2-0. We had to dig very deep for Elrond, though. I'm not sure how many cards deep we went in our library, but it feels like we went through the whole thing to find just one of our Elronds. Fantastic start hand. Kind of wish we had a lookout elf to play for turn 2. Would have made this a little bit better, but it's okay. There he is, 1 turn late, of course. In that case, maybe I should go a different route. Maybe just play book. And then try and get creatures to the board next turn. That's annoying. Okay. We can play out 2 creatures to get menace next turn. Let's go with the lookout. And Chance Met Elves. I'm gonna go ahead and swing in with my 3/3 here. They want to block it with their token. I'm fine with that trade right now. I don't want Death Touch on the board for my Menace turn next turn. They had it anyway. That's okay. It was worth the try. I'm not sure we can attack in anymore with everything next turn and be a profitable attack. Guess we would still take 2 creatures. Still worth it. I don't need the land. It's fine. That's fine too. Okay. Yep. Lookout, and then I like Dauntless Rescuer here because we can force Gothmog to potentially block. Quick Beam is really big though. Jeez. It's a lot of damage. Breaking on land was not what we wanted to see. This is not good. No attacks. Jeez. At least they don't have an orc. But that Ent is a problem. We don't have big creatures. That's going to help a little bit. But only a little bit. We have no way to scry right now except for the lookout, but then we just lose it. I'm not sure that's great. Another Ent. This is too much damage. I have to block. I absolutely have to. I can put Guardian and Elrond on the Quick Beam. And then everything else on Gothmog. Kill them both. I think I have to do that. I'd be left with just 1 creature. I don't like it. Still a bad spot, but we gotta do that. So we're gonna put those 2 on the quick beam and all 3 on Gothmog. And that should do it. Let's go. Wait, did I misclick? Why is the lookout on the quick beam? Did I really misclick? Oh my gosh, I misclicked. Well, that is an oops. I definitely assigned it to Gothmog. Ouch. I hate Arena. That was important too. We'd be in such a better position if we had 1 extra creature on the board right now. I mean, we'd still be losing. Horribly. Yeah. Gimli would have been good though. But yeah, there's no way around this. I think they would have won either way. We weren't in a good spot. They got too wide and too big with too much trample. There's no way for me to protect this, so. Good game, yeah. Too wide, too big, too much trample. The 2 quick beam turns are what killed us. Good game. Even if I had blocked correctly, I don't think we could have come back there. Alright, 2-1. I'll try not to misclick again. Oops. Okay. There's no early play here, so we can do better than this. We have so many 2-drops and 3-drops that I have to mulligan this. This is better. It's not much better, but it's better, I think, with the 3-drops here. Let's get rid of the book. Many Partings is a great draw. We can get an island for Elrond. Lookout off the top would be really good here. Rivalry's fine. We'll crack our food. Bane, jeez. They're curving out. I don't know where our 2-drops were. That's okay. We can lead on Gimli or Elves. Let's go with Elves. I think I am just going to take 5 here, though. Not sure I want to block at all. We'll go down to 16. We might need to Fear Fire foes next turn. That's interesting. Well, given that, maybe I do block. But nah. We'll take 5. Fear Fire foes is now, I believe, the play. Now that I can get 3 creatures off the board. It just makes the most sense. Orc or Goblin. Let's go with Goblin, as the Orc armies can kind of just come back, doesn't matter. And my deck can deal with 1 big creature, it just doesn't like a lot of different creatures. Okay, yep, that's exactly why we picked the Goblin. Gimli, and then we can even friendly rivalry. And I didn't want to do it while their mana's pretty tapped here. There we go. Swing in for 3. Lancers is not good enough. Okay, we're in a great spot here. Let's lead on book. Get that going. Then we can just attack in. This is a beatdown. I don't think they can come back with this menace that's impending. Sauron is good, but not good enough here. I win if I just sit tight. Can I afford to play out Elrond? Is it beneficial in any way? I guess it is, because we can follow up with Willowwind next turn and give 1/1 counters for menace. Even though they amass 1. Yeah. I think it's still worth playing out Elrond. They can still only block 1 creature. Okay, and they passed. Let's go with Willowwind. Just makes it a 2/2. Yeah, and then we can give extra damage spread out. Good game. Alright, we're 3-1. So we're on scary. Hakuna. It's an okay start hand. I'm gonna keep it. Again, our lookouts are MIA for turn 2. We have 4 of them in the deck. Forest is not a lookout. It's kind of frustrating. Prince, there's a blue land, that's pretty good. Let's start with book. I don't know where my creatures are. We're not running that many non-creature spells in this deck, so hopefully they show up soon. Taking 2. That is not a creature. I wonder if I should just Fear Fire Foes for mana efficiency. Takes 2 of their creatures for 1 card. I don't think it's terrible. It's a pretty weak Fear Fire Foes. We could just hold up and Gift of Strands and scry. But yeah, let's just Fear Fire Foes. This is weak. Really weak. Okay, they're taking the turn off. I like that. There's our lookout. Gift pushes a ton of damage, but it's quite risky. I'm just gonna put the lookout out on the board and develop out my board a little bit more. And we're holding open Friendly Rivalry here, so I like that well enough. Okay. Don't want a Rivalry now for mana efficiency. No, let's just hold off. Flyer's pretty good. But we can attack him with Strands. Let's do that. I'm keeping that on top, for sure. We can technically Strands and Rivalry. Let's do that. Now that we know we're getting the Plantier and we're going to get card advantage, I just want to offload my hand. I'm going to get more cards. So let's kill the Protector so it can't block. And let's see what they do. And then we're just going to push more damage. We don't want lookout. At 6 life, they're not even going to really be able to let us mill with the Planeteer. We're just going to have pure card draw. It's really good. It's nice to put Planeteer down when you're ahead. Okay, that's not good enough. They will get to loot here, though. Oh, they don't have the mana for Bilbo. I'm gonna play out Planeteer instead of Willow Wind, and they do have to block here. In fact, I can force... Nah, I don't want to force it. Elrond's perfect. That's so gross. Okay, they went down to 2. Do we need Shower of Arrows? Not really. It can stay there, though. It's a good safety net in case they drop something. What's the chance they have Horn of Gondor? Let's just keep it. I mean, if they drop Horn, I'm going to be very sad if I bottomed my arrows, so... It's worth it. Man, Denethor too. They're splashing for Bilbo and Denethor, and they do not have their multicolor mana. I mean, what are they doing running 6 planes in a multicolored deck? They don't run their multicolored decks the way I do. Go Elrond into Willow Wind. Then they'd have to block our lookout. And our lookout's gonna be more damage. Let's go with both. We don't need the land. Let's make our lookout bigger. Now they can't kill it, and they can really only kill my 3/3. They're taking lethal. Am I missing something here? Ah, Hobbit Sting. I'm okay with that. It has 1/1 counter, so we get to have the Elrond trigger. I'm going to take action and draw a card off of Elrond, yes. Horn is a big body. I like it. Okay. Our Elrond's about to get chonky. Gimli's good. Let's put that on top. Farmir. Get the loot. I don't know where Hakuna's fixing is, but they seem to be ditching quite a lot of lands that are not white and creatures that are not white. Elrond's a beast. Land's actually decent here. Should we just Willow Wind? I don't think that's bad. I don't need this creature. Let's find a better one. We have another Elrond we can dig to. I'm gonna make both of them have counters. Since I scried 2. It's nuts. I'm gonna attack here. I mean, if they want to kill Elrond, Boromir and Faramir have to die. Okay. Well, if he wants to save his other creatures, he'll have to sack Boromir. He did not. We don't need lands. Elrond number 2? Nah, Chance Meadows. Just as good. I don't think they can win here. White tree is good, but not good enough. I don't even think I should block here. It's too risky. GG. Yep. Scry deck turns out it's pretty good when it's nice and aggressive. I would like to get a turn 2 lookout though at some point here. We have a turn 2 lookout. We could actually curve out into Elrond. We're keeping it. Poor book. Ooh. Hello. The dream. And the land to do the dream. Let's go! Oh my gosh, I hope they don't do anything to disturb this. This is the curve out for elves that you want. Please don't kill my lookout. Nice, okay, I like it. Let's go, and a red land for book. We're doing it. We're doing it. I don't need the forest, actually. Already have enough lands. Oh man. Elrond next turn. Now they're not going to touch the lookout. They have to touch the elves. And the problem is the elves aren't the problem. Because Elrond's going to hit, and then they're still going to have the same problem of 1/1 counters and scrying, so. If they're smart, they get rid of the lookout, which is the engine, instead of the bigger creature that's the problem, but Quarrel's End means they don't have it. This is great. Let's go. Elrond it is. We did it. We did it. The perfect curve out? Oh, don't have a counter. I was about to say, there's no 1-mana counter for Elrond. Pathfinder can go to the bottom. Elrond needs to put the 1/1 counter on the lookout so it doesn't die this turn. And our Chance-Met Elves is pretty chonky, hitting in for 5. They're not in a good spot. They're going to have some pretty good cards coming up here to make this okay. We can even do book next turn. And then work on getting Menace. We're definitely looting. See if they have the answer. They could. There are answers that are possible. Okay. That's great for us. We get to draw 2 cards here. I mean, yes, they reset, but... Fear for our foes. That's so gross. Yes, they reset, but they didn't have that many counters on them anyway, and the card advantage they just gave us is absolutely outrageously good. Plantier. Ah. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I should play. I think I just play Lookout and then maybe Planeteer? I mean, this is nuts. We could drop 2 Chance Med Elves next turn. They're gonna have us mill. Let's have them take 3 damage off the mill. We don't want the Guardian, we don't want the land either, but yeah, 3 damage is about as good as our deck can do on the mill. Boom, knew it. Almost everybody picks mill the first time. Double Chance Med Elves or Book. Gimli is interesting. Maybe we Fear Fire Foes. Play it a little slower. That's not a bad line either. But let's just play out our elves. We have so much scry. That's annoying. We have so much scry that I don't mind my Lookout dying here. But I think we should hold off. I milled for 6. It's down to 2 life. They can't really interact with our board without giving us card advantage. I don't know how they plan on winning. That's crazy. Fear Fire Foes wins it. That doesn't work. And I get to draw a card. Because I can have Elrond just remove a counter. So it's not like it doesn't untap. And that was really, really not something they could afford to do. Now I don't even need to Fear Fire Foes necessarily. Yes, I do. To win, I need to Fear Fire Foes. Okay. Yeah, let's just win. Winning sounds good. Gimli can go. Then we just swing out. All these triggers. I'm so sorry. Trying to do the triggers quickly, man. I'm sorry. Alright. What a beatdown. We curved out with elves, and we did it. That seemed pretty good to me. 5 wins, 1 loss, and the 1 loss, we even, like, had a misclick on the block. I don't think we could have won that game even if we blocked right, but yeah. This deck is rocking it. The burns. Do like the Hobbit avatar. It's a keeper. I do like that we're able, well, now we don't need to go get a different color land. I was about to say I like that we're able to get all our colors right away, but maybe I should just grab another forest here, considering that we have the other colors. Mahur. Yep, another orc deck. We can crack our food. is a good draw. I'm gonna play out Book. Jeez. No! Double spell? No, 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 no. We're blocking. This is crazy. They only have 2 cards left, but I'm not sure we can offload our hand fast enough to keep pace. Once the horn reaches the board, though, we look pretty good. I'm going to run out the Dauntless Ranger as the creature that's going to trade. I do think I need to block, and I'd rather lose the Rescuer than the Elves that are chance met. Because I think the chance met Elves have a good chance in my deck to get really big, so losing a 3-2 that can't get bigger seems like the better choice if I have to lose a creature here. Yep. I'm gonna block. I cannot afford to take this much damage. A trick? Okay. It's not great. It's not terrible, it's not great. Another 2-drop. What an aggressive deck they have. Let's put out our horn and double cast Elves next turn, and hopefully we can prevent just enough damage to restabilize. We might just get out aggroed though. Let's go with Goblin. Take 6. Your Fire Foes is pretty good. That can stabilize us very well. What a draw. We need to get rid of Mahur because it has Menace. But we're gonna get rid of 2 1/1 creatures as well. Gonna get a Ring Bearer that can hit us for 2, and that is annoying. But we can start slamming creatures, and then we'll have to club their Orc at some point here. That's a bomb. I think that's a good game. Guess I'll block like that. Yeah, this, so I don't think we can beat this sword, especially since we do not have Shower of Arrows in hand. That is not Shower of Arrows. Good game. Enderul, Flame of the West got us. Really nice low aggro curve out with an equipment. We're at 5 wins, 2 losses. This deck's really good. I'm not disheartened. MantisRhino, hello. Hello, number 11. Mantis has been in the top 10 quite consistently right now, according to 17 lands. This is a keepable start hand, too. We'll go get a island. Expect a pretty good match here from Mantis, hopefully. Let's lead with Lookout, and hopefully we draw like a elf or a payout for Scry. Would be nice. That is a land. Alright, well, let's scry and see what we have coming up next. They could blow us out here. Yeah. they're denying us the scry. I think that's smart. Well, let's draw into something better. Coral's End, that's decent because they're sort of taking the turn off, but they are in a spells deck, and I do not like playing spells decks in this format. Guarantee you they have a Gandalf Sanction. That was a good draw. Okay. Well, I think we go for it. You put Chance Met Elves out, scry, and then hold open Rivalry for a trick. Gimli's good enough, I think. It's not Elrond, but it's good enough. I don't have too many creatures that are that much better than Gimli, so we're gonna keep it. Let's see the trick. Gandalf. We can deal with Gandalf. That's why we held open Friendly Rivalry. Because our Chance Met Elves can actually kill the Gandalf here. That was nice. Still have a lot of cards in hand up there though. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our horn on board since it's bigger than the Relentless Rohirrim. Let's scry now that we have a ring bearer. Don't need the land. They have a punch. Smeagol. That's fine. Our horn still makes it difficult for their Relentless to attack in. They are starting to loot though. They have no blue mana up, so our creatures are safe to cast. Let's go with Gimli and then Elves. Let's just empty our hand. And I think we can attack with all of it. If they kill the horn, they kill the horn. Club's good. I'm gonna keep the club. Yeah. I think so. I'd like it to be a creature, but the club's just too good. Especially since it's instant speed against a spells deck. I think it's a good keep. Wow, I took 5. I'll hold the land. The board's super scary. Not sure what blue-red can do about it. Coral's End is not good enough. Yeah, casting the fire wasn't good enough against our deck. Do have double blue now. I need to keep track of how many instants and sorceries they have in their grave. I think I just attack with all here. I need to not be scared to lose my creatures. Especially with Gimli on the board. Not. You know, it might be worthwhile just not losing the turn and clubbing away our horn in response to kill the Rohirrim, and then everything's just safe to attack in. This is a lot of damage that we can push here. It's a little bit of an aggressive move, but I like it. We do not need that forest. Please give me a creature. We're presenting lethal for next turn. I doubt he's running a lot of creatures. Yeah. I don't even know if I want to give him a target counter, so we're just going to move to combat first. See where this goes. That's a keep. That's fine. They're at 3 life left. Let's try and play out the elves first. Didn't counter, good. I'd say we're looking pretty good here. There's only a handful of cards that could ruin our day, but even then we have them at 3, they're at 19. They are looting. I will block with my 1/1 here. World's End is not it. Survivor is not it. Okay, I mean, they live for one more turn here. That's a good draw. I'm gonna keep that. It'll help us push in damage next turn for the menace. We don't need the land. Sure, at 3 life they'll have us draw this card. Yeah, they cannot risk us milling that. How many instants do they have? Somewhere around 9 or 10. It's close. They're gonna do 4 damage here. That 15. They could probably get me down to like 3. They'd have to be club into sanction. It's possible. It's very close. As far as I'm concerned, they either have the burn spells to face here or they don't have it. There's only so many creatures decks like these run. There's the sanction. It's for 11. It's close on my count. Okay. Alright, they have a tap down. They live for one more turn. This is so annoying. Wish I could draw that. Won't do us any good at this point. Let's go ahead and get rid of their creature so they can't do 4 damage to us. It's a sad fear of fire foes. I'll just play out my guardian. We'll keep Willow Wind on top. Do you have it? They get one more shot. And keep Shower of Arrows on top. Actually, no. Let's draw into action. Elves looks good. I guess I want both of those. Yeah, it's fine. Good game. Good game. Alright. Woohoo. MantisRhino down. Down to the scry elves. Temur Elves. Claim another victim. Alright, 6 wins. Always feels good taking down opponents that you know are legitimately very good players. Much respect for Mantis. This is a great start hand here. Shelob. Well, Shelob is kind of a broken card that I don't think this deck has a good way of dealing with. Realistically, by the time I get to Fearfire Foe's range for it, it'll probably be too late. So we need to try and kill them before they get to 6 mana. Just seems very unlikely. I think we're going to die to Shelob. But, I mean, we've made it to 6 wins and we beat Mantis, so if we die to a Shelob here, I'm not too sad. Legolas. Okay. Let's lead on Elves instead of Pathfinder. I don't really plan on doing too much here except for attacking in and forcing a block. Willow Wind is a way to get around Shelob. I think we do need to keep it for that reason. But nah, it's too slow. I'm gonna make this creature get blocked. I either take Legolas or their spider with me. I think I'm fine with either way. That's good with me. Maybe they won't get their black land for Shelob if we're really lucky. Looks like it's a splash card for them. I hate this situation. I'm gonna attack with both. I'm not gonna win sitting back with Shelob in hand. There's Mountain, that's good. We'll have enough to Fearfire Foe's Legolas. It's not a good thing they're going to get a forest. It probably means they have the swamp. And they have Sam. Well, the deck's ridiculous. No blocks. I guess we'll play out Book. Hopefully we can get like Menace going and win somehow with that. Feel okay with tacking in with Chance Med Elves here. They have a trick. We're never going to get around it anyway. They do. Let's see what it is. Bravery. Fine. could fear fire foes Legolas now. They still have Sam. But, I mean, what else am I really gonna do here? They don't have a bunch of 1/1s to kill anyway. If they land Shelob, there's no way for us to win this game. No blocks. There it is. Okay. GG. And we drew land anyway. Yeah. This game is over. Oh. When you have it all, you have it all. No blocks. Just kill me now. Good game. Good deck. Nice win with Shelob. Well deserved. Well, we had our ups and downs, but I think overall this Temur Elves deck performed better than I thought it would. Most people say the Elves deck is pretty bad, but this was very good. Our scrying ability was really, really good. And we had some really nice synergies, so join me next time where I'm drafting more Lord of the Rings again. I'm really enjoying this set, so let's keep going with it.